Wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and welcome to SoFi Stadium. Welcome to the Rams pregame show delivered by Little Caesars, the official pizza of your Los Angeles Rams. I'm JB Long, and what an honor and privilege it is to spend Christmas Day with my friends and colleagues, Erica Tamposi, D'Marco Farr, as we get you set for the Broncos and the Rams here in Inglewood. Before we get to the matchups, how was your Christmas morning?
Oh, my God, it was great. Just when we went live, I'm dancing, I'm grooving. I was dancing with D'Marco. We were just talking about our club phases. It's been great, you know? How about you guys?
Clubbing through the holidays.
Big time. We opened presents at 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I was awake at 6:07, so I heard paper being torn. That means we're up. Let's go open presents. But great. Happy to be here with you guys. Going to be a lot of fun. How do I get one of those Nickelodeon hats, though?
They look awesome.
I want one of those, yeah.
They are getting slimed today inside SoFi Stadium. Pleased to have CBS and Nickelodeon with us today. More on that still to come, but let's dig into the quarterback matchup first. The last time Baker Mayfield was on this field, thrilling heroics. What a win over the Raiders. We'd like to tap into some more of that today. What have you seen in the last couple of games that you like, Erica?
I mean, well, first of all, I loved everything about that Raiders game. Now we're on week 2, full weeks with the playbook now, so maybe we'll be seeing a little bit more. You know, had some things that they need to work on from the Packers game, but I do think like there is this positive momentum, and I'm hoping it's just muscle memory being back at SoFi to just drive down and win the game.
Last week it was about kind of incremental chunks, right, D'Marco? Not trying to learn day one install all the way through the offseason program, but focusing on game plan specific things. How much more do you think Baker has on his plate this week against the Broncos?
I hope he's got a full complement of the playbook, or at least a game plan, and you think it would expand because you have tape now. You have some history with the players you're playing with and some knowledge of the offense. So the plays you've run, now you have counters and play actions, which is what made Sean McVay so successful. So look for some stuff that looks very basic, stuff he's run for the last 2 weeks, and then they will play action off that. But I'll tell you what I love about him. The guy's got swag, outside swag. I love that. And he plays with a tempo that I like, really does. He's got that cowboy mentality now. He just has to hit the layups, like we said. Hit those easy ones. He's got a flair for the dramatic, but don't make it so dramatic.
We'll see who he's throwing to today. Ben Skoranek, Brian Allen, the center among the Rams most recently to be ruled out for the rest of the season. Erica, what's the most important thing you would like to see from Baker today against Denver?
I think finding the playmakers. We're probably going to see more of Brandon Powell. Tutu Atwell's got to really step up. Like you said, no Ben Skoranek. Finding Baker Mayfield, Cam Akers has been getting much more involved, had his most season snaps as against Green Bay. Let's see them be diverse with the run game, also connect with those playmakers.
I'd like to see him run when he's under pressure.
Like he did on that Thursday.
Yeah, get out of the pocket, move around, let's go.
Looking over our shoulder to see Russell Wilson in orange and blue is a bit jarring. It's definitely different. He's back at SoFi Stadium where the Rams uniquely tormented him for so many years in Seattle. And he'll be facing Bobby Wagner. D'Marco, remember being at the team facility this summer and talking to Wagner about how deep in the season the Seahawks games and this matchup with Russell Wilson for the first time felt?
I bet they hoped he wouldn't be here at this point in the year, but here he is again. You know, you got to think all the animosity's over between these two, right? They're both in different places. I mean, we don't know if it's personal between the two, but how do you want this story to end?
Use Sherman as a proxy?
Okay, that's a different guy now.
All right.
That's a completely different dude. With Bobby Wagner, I bet there's no animosity, but how do you want to see it end? Bobby Wagner splattering Russell Wilson and then trying to help him up, or dancing over his dead body? One or the other, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what type of relationship they have based on how he plays today.
The Rams have sacked Wilson 77 times over his career. No one has had more success against him. Erica, what about Wagner and the impact you've seen him have on the 2022 Rams?
I mean, his leadership alone has been so spectacular. And we talked about it earlier this week. I wish that not only did he get snubbed from the Pro Bowl, but just what he means to this team off the field as well. So I think seeing him pull together this defense, and they can spoil some teams. Of course, yes, 2, 4, and 10 teams match up. This season isn't over. There's still games left to be played. Bobby Wagner being a presence in the locker room and taking this defense, I think we're going to see a great game from them this
I heard
today.
The best compliment of him. If G.I. Joe were a real thing, he'd be a character on the show. You know what I mean? That's how much of a leader he is. I love that.
It has been a study in professionalism. Wagner, Jalen Ramsey, the play he made to strip and recover that fumble last week in Green Bay, even knowing that they're now officially eliminated from the postseason. He's not going to be a Pro Bowler, at least not a starter, but maybe he'll be the Nickelodeon most valuable player of the game. I think they give that out at the end of today's contest.
Slime for all.
You're going to slime Jalen Ramsey? This I got to see.
Not me.
Okay. Just saying. Look out for his left shoulder. Okay.
You've both kind of referenced the running game along the way, and Cam Akers is coming off his best performance of the season. How good has it felt to see Akers turn his year around?
Oh, it's been amazing, and I love to see it, and we need him now more than ever, especially with the offense, down to not a lot of people right now.
A 100-yard game from scrimmage against the Packers. Frozen tundra, Lambeau Field. That was really something to build off of.
See, that's funny. I think we need more. I think he's capable of more. I mean, this was the guy that was a couple of years ago was going to be thought of as the guy that kind of paced the football team, paced the offense, so to speak. So I think there's more there, but I'm glad he's back. He's got a completely different energy. So does the head coach when he talks about Cam Akers. So whatever that little molehill was, I think it's about over, and he's getting back to running good, hard football right now.
Well, what impressed me so much is that he did it behind, again, a retooled offensive line. You basically get Brian Allen dinged up on the first snap, done after the second snap. Coleman Shelton bumps over, and they were still able to get removal in that running game against the Packers.
It's funny what happens when you keep some continuity. But, I mean, Coleman Shelton is a guy that you trust at several different spots. I wish you had Brian Allen, but you don't lose sleep because Colton Shelton is going in. But, yeah, I think the running game in particular has come along. I think they've done a great job at their angles. They've been coached well to get through the man onto the second level, get a piece of that guy, and let the running back do his business. So as long as you continue with that and keep the running game viable for 4 quarters, you can chip away and break some long ones.
Now, of course, it's not the matchup that any of us hope for, probably not the league hoped for, putting this game in the middle of Christmas Day, a matchup of 4-10s, the Broncos and the Rams. But don't blame the defenses. They have been stellar. Let's start with Leonard Floyd and the Rams defense. Floyd coming off another 2-sack performance of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, Erica.
Yeah, that was huge. And once again, we're talking about absences. We thought that, of course, you feel Aaron Donald's absence. But we were also looking for pass rushers and rushers to step up in the past few weeks, and I think Leonard Floyd has done that.
Different look offensively against this Denver defense. Our old friend Coach Evero is doing a phenomenal job with this group. They've been truly elite, despite the fact that they traded away Chubb.
No doubt. One thing, I wish Aaron Donald were playing today. This is an offensive line that's just ready. I mean, absolutely. This is a 4-sack day, so enjoy the couch, but you should be out. But on the other side, look, you talked to Isaac Bruce, right? Now, this is a guy, this is like 100 years of experience he gave me in one sentence. Cornerbacks don't lie, safeties do.
Quarterbacks don't lie.
Next time you see him,
safeties do.
Safeties lie. If anybody embodies that, it's this group here.
Really?
These cornerbacks are going to line up and play. They're going to show you what they're in and stay there. These safeties will play games. So that's Baker Mayfield's job today. Figure out which safety's dropping down and where you can find your one-on-one coverage. They will step in front. They had a great game last week versus Arizona. This will be a good matchup, all because of Coach Evero.
Well, then, D'Marco, let me follow up. What is the best way for Sean McVay and Baker Mayfield to move the football to find some points today?
Run through it. Absolutely. Run through it. Make them pay for it when they drop the safety down. Have some check with me's. Run to the weak side. Force those other safeties down, and then throw off play action. But these are really good safeties that know how to bait quarterbacks.
All right, and offensively, the Broncos getting healthier. They're coming off their best rushing performance of the season in that win over Arizona you referenced. And Russell Wilson didn't play last week, but the week prior, he nearly beat Kansas City. They're saying that could have been his best game since the opener as a Bronco.
Yeah, I think definitely that was. Watching the Broncos this year, that was his best game. I also thought that there were some Kansas City errors that could have, maybe attributed to that a little bit. I can't go all compliments for Russell Wilson this morning. But I do think he had a week off. He's feeling better. I think to have him back with this team coming off of a sort of moral victory like the Kansas City game will hopefully lead this offense into feeling a little bit better, and it's up to our Rams defense to shut that right back down.
See, you think I'm a nice guy, right? I hope I don't ruin this. This is time to show Russell Wilson that he's in danger today. This is a guy coming off a concussion. Absolutely. You want to be as physical as you can, as violent as you can. Make him gun-shy. We've seen it before, even not coming off an injury. The more you tag him, the more you get to him. This is with 99.
Get his eyes down.
Get his eyes down. You can change Russell Wilson, but make sure you remind him this is dangerous today in SoFi.
Oh, Cortland Sutton, questionable to play today, but it feels like he might give it a go. Jerry Jeudy has looked like a true number one in his absence. So I don't see from the Broncos a roster that looks like they're the worst offensive team in football, but hopefully the Rams defense can make them look that part today. All right, let's finish with some holiday wishes. So glad that those of you who can join us in person on this Christmas are here at SoFi Stadium. If you're watching here on YouTube or on our social platforms, hope you're enjoying the holiday with your friends and family. It's near 80 degrees here in Inglewood. Let's close with some well wishes. Erica?
Yeah, my Christmas wish is for Higbee to get in the end zone. He is one touchdown away from being the Rams tight end leading scorer. Let's get that in. Let's give that to him and give him that Christmas gift.
So we can drive home and say definitively Tyler Higbee, greatest Rams tight end in franchise history.
I think that's fair.
I like it.
Okay.
Christmas Day.
D'Marco?
I wish I had one of those slime hats. How can I climb up and get one?
I
Want
know.
somebody to throw me one? I wish I had one of those. I guess along that same line, I would love to see Tutu Atwell go off.
Yeah.
Because of his size and Nickelodeon. I think kids will love him and identify with him. That would be fun if he gets slimed. And I'm watching out. Are we going to get slimed? Are
I
we
don't
safe
know.
from sliming?
I don't
Only
know.
digitally, I think.
Okay, really?
Not
Okay, good.
literally, unless this infinity screen has buckets of slime that I'm not aware of.
I'm just looking up. You tell me. But yeah, that would be my wish. And I wish the Rams, the LA Rams, give the SoFi faithful a great win today. That's what I hope for.
How about a non-offensive touchdown? Too deep in the season to have not found the end zone
Right?
any other way,
That's a
whether
good
it's in
one.
the kicking game, maybe a pick six, a scoop and score. I'd like to see a non-offensive touchdown. And I do wish for Christmas Day memories for so many of these Rams, whether it's an NFL debut, a first professional catch for someone like Lance McCutcheon, or like you said, a first touchdown. Austin Trammell, who knows who might find pay dirt today and make a special holiday memory. I've made one here today with you. First time the Rams have played on Christmas Day. Whether you're in person or watching from afar, Merry Christmas once again, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Rams pregame show delivered by Little Caesars. Make sure you order Little Caesars online during the Pizza pregame and get it delivered, or you can pick it up in store in the pizza portal. 1:35 Pacific, the kickoff, airing on CBS and Nickelodeon. You can catch the radio broadcast today on 11:10 a.m. as well as on Jack FM 93.1. That makes me think of another holiday wish. I wish that our friend and colleague Maurice Jones-Drew would be home for the holidays, that he gets home safely from his extended stay in Pittsburgh. What a finish that was for all the Steelers fans, but travel has been a holiday nightmare. So looking forward to getting MJD back.
Wrapped in Pittsburgh. What a movie.
For D'Marco, for Ricky Hollywood, I'm JB Long. Rams and the Broncos from SoFi Stadium on Christmas Day. This is indeed a first, hoping it's a winning one. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend.